on your plan, they can also participate and earn reward dollars through WebMD One as well. Does anyone have a covered spouse on their plan? I'll kind of touch on it a little bit just in case anybody that watches back or is live maybe does. We'll be able to get the same information, but I'm not going to dive into it too much just to save time since we're limited with a little bit of time today. But spouses, covered spouses, are eligible for earning rewards as well as our free device. So if you're not aware, we offer a free Fitbit device if you wanted to have a wearable fitness device that you can track your steps with. We offer just the Fitbit at this time, but if you wanted to upgrade to a better device, we'll talk about how to do that later. You would just get a $30 off coupon for a separate device, but you can get a Fitbit for free. So spouses are eligible for that as well. With the device subsidy. And also the Healthy County Reward platform has been completely relaunched, so you can expect things to look a little bit differently. With Sonic Boom, you could earn up to $60. Does anybody know how many dollars you can earn with WebMD One? I have prizes, so this is going to be very informal. I'm going to ask questions, and then you get to dig in the bag if you answer. So how many dollars can you earn with WebMD One?
50.
50 is a good guess, but that wasn't right. I think I heard it back here.
35.
35 is not it.
75.
What was it? 75? Is that what you said? Awesome. It is on the screen. Well, that's the point. The point is to know the answer. Oh, she wanted true engagement. I love it. I love that for you. But next time, if you know the answer, you get the prize. I don't know which. Oh, that's a flashlight from WebMD One. There are batteries in the bottom, so just so you know, you have to put the batteries in. They're in the bottom. Okay, so you can earn up to $75 through some rewardable activity with WebMD One, and it is a tiered system, so you can earn rewards at $25, $50, and $75. So unlike Sonic Boom, if you had 110,000 points, nobody knew how many dollars that was. It's kind of one for one once you get to that $25 mark with WebMD One at $25, $50, and $75. So we're going to talk more about rewards in a minute, but before that, we're going to talk about how to log in. So we do have two different ways that you can get started. You can register your account on the website at county.org/WebMD1 to take you to the Healthy County dashboard for that. The information that you're going to need for registering is your 9-digit Blue Cross Blue Shield number. So just the 9 digits. If it starts with ZGP or 3 digits or 3 letters before that, leave those off. You're only going to want the 9 numbers associated with that Blue Cross number. Also, you're going to need a good email address. It could be your work or personal, whichever one you feel like using. Also your birth date, and then create a username and a password. For spouses, if you have a spouse that is covered that wants to participate, they're going to use the same registration ID, the same Blue Cross number, but after it, they're going to use their birth date. So a 2-digit month, a 2-digit day, and a 4-digit year, and that's how they'll register with WebMD One. So you're going to create an account with that information. Another way to register is by downloading the app. The app is called Wellness at Your Side. Does anybody know the connection code that it's going to ask when you download? Very good.
She just gave it to me.
Awesome. That is a cooling towel. Great for summer. It is the word county. So as soon as you download the Wellness at Your Side app, it's going to pop up and ask for a connection code. You're just going to enter that word county. It will take you to the Healthy County dashboard to log into the portal, and you're going to use the same information that you would have that we previously mentioned. Now, you only have to register in one place or the other. If you register on the website first, then you can just log into the portal. You don't have to register in both places, but you would create your account using that 9-digit code, email address, your birthday, and then creating that username and password. And I will just warn you, it is pretty particular on your password setting just because a lot of your health information is stored here, and WebMD One is very particular about keeping your health information private. So it's going to have pretty big parameters on what that password's going to be. So just be prepared for that. Any questions on logging in or creating an account, rather? Awesome. And just a reminder, that word is county. I don't want to forget to mention that. So once you are registered, those of you who have already registered are probably familiar with this process, but if you're on the website, the first thing that it's going to ask is for you to create a couple or click a couple of areas of interest. So this could be anything that you're interested in learning more about. It could be maybe nutrition or physical activity, or maybe a diagnosis of COPD. And so when you're clicking these areas, I recommend to start with 3, just because this is a way that the platform is going to develop that experience, that individualized experience for you. So unlike Sonic Boom, where everybody saw the same thing, WebMD1 is it's created with you and your needs. So it uses your interests as a way to make sure that you are getting the information that you want. So that's one way that it does that. And so by clicking on any of those diagnoses, you're not saying that you're diagnosed with that, you're just saying that you want more information. So for example, if you have a parent who was recently diagnosed with COPD and you want more information on that, then you can click COPD. You're not saying that you are diagnosed, you're just saying you want more information. I have asthma selected on mine with seasonal allergies and stuff like that. My kids have, I want to get that information. So you can kind of just select what you want more information on. So that's going to automatically pop up. You can change those interests at any time. And when we dive in to the live demo, I'll show you how to do that. But if you're on the app, it's also going to ask for you to automatically sync your fitness device. Now, if you have a wearable device like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit, you can sync it, or you can also just sync your health data from your phone if you carry your phone. Maybe you don't want to wear a watch. Apple Health you can sync, Google Fit you can sync. So it's going to ask you from the app to automatically sync. If you're on the website, I'll show you how you can sync that, but just so you know, if you are a user of Apple or Samsung, you have to download the app. That's the only way you can sync your device with those 2 platforms. So Apple and Samsung has to be done from the app. There's not a way to do it on the web browser. But Fitbit, Google, Garmin, things like that can be synced from the website. Apple and Samsung has to be on the app. And unlike Sonic Boom, like I mentioned, Samsung is available. WebMD1 has partnered with a lot more vendors to allow even more user experience with those partnerships with those devices. So there's a ton of them available. If you are using MyFitnessPal, anything like that, you can even utilize that app to sync your data over. So lots of ways to connect, and we'll dive more into that in a little bit. I did mention the device subsidy where you can purchase for free a Fitbit device. We did used to offer Garmin or Fitbit, however our Garmins have sold out, so right now we're looking to restock another version, but right now we just have the Fitbit. It's the Fitbit Inspire 3, and we have it in black and purple. And so that's through one of our vendor partners called Invite Fitness. So from the dashboard, there's a card where you can click Get a Fitness Tracker, and it's going to take you to the Invite Fitness storefront where you can redeem that device. Now, once you click into there, at the top of the page that opens up, there's going to be a Healthy County banner. It's going to have the Healthy County logo, and it's going to show the device that you're eligible for. You would click that device, and then it would take you to the Healthy County area where you can select your color and then put your information in for shipping. The coupon code is going to be your 9-digit Blue Cross Blue Shield number. So that's how you're going to knock that price off of there and give it a $0 balance. Again, for spouses, the connection or the coupon code is going to be the 9-digit number. Again, no letters in front of it, plus the birthday with for the spouse. So that's going to be how the spouses would receive that free device. And then you'd get it in just a couple of days. So that is available for you as well. The next thing that you're gonna see on the platform is gonna, that I wanna point out are gonna be the two dashboards or the two pages at the top. One is gonna say My Health and the other one is gonna say County Resources. My Health is gonna be your main dashboard where most of your user experience is gonna lay. So you're gonna have all of your segmented cards and banners there. You're gonna be able to track your activity there. You're gonna be able to participate in daily habits plans from that main dashboard, as well as all of the well-being tools, videos that may be associated with some of those interests that you have in mind, and also your health assessment's gonna be there. So that's everything is gonna be on your main dashboard. Now, if you click into the other tab that says County Resources, this is gonna be where all of your other Healthy County programs live. So it's a really great place to go if you want more information on some other programs that you might qualify for or have interest in that is available through your benefits. So that's gonna be on the County Resources side. Also, that's where you're gonna redeem those rewards once you get to a rewardable amount. So all of that's going to be in your county resources. The very next thing I want to point out is the notification tab. It's a little notification icon. It's at the top right panel of your page, and also your settings. Real quick, I'm going to go back. On the website and the app, it's both very user-friendly. You're gonna have pretty much the same user experience on either side, so it's not gonna look much different, but I will point out that on the website, these two tabs are gonna be at the top of your page, whereas on the app, they're gonna sit at the bottom of your screen. So that's the one big difference between the user experience with the website and the app. Also, the side panel quick launch will not be available on the app. So this is just something that you're gonna see on the dashboard. But other than that, it's pretty much the same user experience. So your notifications and your settings tab are also, like I mentioned, available at the top right corner of your screen. And within your settings, there's gonna be opportunities to go back to some of the places that you're gonna see on your main dashboard, but there's also a way to just kind of dig a little bit deeper. You can access all of the health records that are stored there. You can also access your health assessment. Like I mentioned, lots of places to get to the same spot. We're gonna look at that too in a little bit, but you can also go into your deep settings where you can change your email address. So if you registered with your work email address and you're not appreciating getting emails from WebMD1 when it's a lot going on and you want to switch it to your personal, you can change your email address in your main settings at any time. And also the one that I'm going to point out here in settings when we do a deep dive is how to change your notifications, just in case you don't want to get a lot of text message alerts or email alerts. So all of that's going to be stored there in the settings tab. So what is the one thing that you have to do in order to unlock your rewards?
Complete one health assessment.
Yes.
I push that in my email every time.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right, to complete the one health assessment. So you can sync your device, you can download the app, you can do all of the things to get the rewards, you can do a daily habits plan, you can do the physical activity contest, but if you don't complete the one health assessment, come December 31st and you have 75 points, you don't have any dollars because you have to complete the one health assessment. So I will just mention that this takes about 10 minutes. You can stop and restart. It's going to save your progress. But that is going to be the very next thing you see on your dashboard is going to tell you to take your one health assessment because it wants you to do it quickly. This is also another way that WebMD1 will customize the platform for you. So by identifying some areas that you may have identified that you want to work on or you're weaker in, then it will help launch you into programs or things that we have available in those areas of need so that you can work on all of those areas when you have time.
Diabetes.
Yes, so if you identify that you are diabetic, because it will ask about your clinical health information, then it will be able to say, okay, we know that you're diabetic. Do you know about this program? Here's some resources that we have available for you. So it does ask questions, be truthful. I will let you know that none of this information from your health assessment is shared with the county. This is all your personal health information, so don't feel like they're just trying to get your information so they can share it. We do not share that at all. There's a lot of people that feel like, you know, it's not safe. There is a privacy policy at the bottom of every page, and also in your settings that you can look over if you're worried about that, but I promise you, they are not sharing your information with anyone. So be truthful in that health assessment so that you are able to work on the things that you may need to work on. So rewards, this is going to be the very next banner or segment that you see on your dashboard, and we're going to look at what that looks like for Burnett County, because y'all actually have a individual county specific incentive as well. So you're going to have two little reward areas that you're going to see on your platform. But once you have unlocked those rewards, you will be able to see the reward line grow for how many points you have and what you're eligible for. So I know that you cannot see this, but just some ways that you can earn up to those 75 points or $75. You can earn more than 75 points, but you max out at $75. So you can earn up to 45 points just by getting started and learning about your health. So 5 points for logging in to the platform. You get 5 points for downloading the app. You get 5 points for syncing a device. So right then you have 15 points. How many dollars do you have? Somebody said 15. Anybody else know? If you have 15 points, how many dollars do you have?
Up to 45 points.
20, 70.
You get dollars in 3 tiers. You have to get to how many before you get?
25.
So if you have 15 points, how many dollars do you have?
0.
0. Who said 0? It's okay. It was a trick question. It's a trick question. All right. All right, so I asked that just so you understand that 15 points is 15 points. 25 points is $25. So how many dollars is 30 points?
25.
25. Oh.
That was me.
25.
All right. But I said it really low.
Thank you.
All right, so yes, so then you would not, your next tier would not kick in until 50. So then when you have 50 points, you have $50. So you can also earn 15 points. 15 points by getting your annual physical. So if you've logged in, synced your device, downloaded the app, and got your annual physical, now you have 30 points. Now you have rewardable points. And that's all you have to do to hit that first tier. But you can keep going because we're only right here and we're already at 30 points. So if you are due for a colonoscopy or any of those other preventative exams, for women, mammogram, for men, PSA test, if you get your dental exam, you can self-report that within the platform and you can get 10 points for those. Who doesn't want $10 for a colonoscopy? Sign me up. I'm ready. But just because we know that it needs to be done, and if you're doing it, we want to be able to reward that activity. Not that we're all going to just get in line for a $10 reward for a colonoscopy, but if it is time for you to get that done, it will be rewarded. We do appreciate you doing it. We want to be able to catch things early. We want you to be mindful of your health. We want you to know what's going on. So that's why some of these things are rewardable. The annual physical is worth 15. So even more, because we want to make sure that y'all are getting those annual physicals and that you're tracking. Or do you have a question?
I do.
Go ahead.
So what if you've already done some of this stuff?
You can self-report, or it will probably already pull over on some of the claim files. So once you register, if it's not showing, maybe like within the next month to have that file kind of reset, you can self-report it. But if it's within the reportable period, January to December is what we do for these rewards, then it'll show up. Now your Burnett County CSI has a different rewardable activity, and we'll look at that in a little bit. Some things you can self-report, like if you get your dental cleaning, you can self-report that. If you get your mammogram, you can self-report that. Some of them might come over on a claims file, but you can always self-report. Very good question. So we also have daily habits activities where you can identify an area that you want to work on, and you can do a plan. So you can receive up to 30 points, so you can do up to 3 daily habits plans in a year. And we have a lot of different areas for those. We'll look at those in a second, but just know that you can get up to 30 points for daily habits plans. You also can get points if you participate in any of our other Healthy County programs, like for chronic condition management or weight management. Does anyone know the name of any of those programs? Wonder. All right, I got some double winners.
Omada.
No looking. Omada, very good. All right, if y'all haven't gotten a prize yet, you guys speak up. We got more. You got a Stimpy. You never know what you're gonna get. And for those of y'all online, sorry if I'm shaking the bag right in the microphone. I'm not used to being mic'd up, so I'll try to be more mindful of that. So Omada is one of our weight health programs where you can receive a free digital scale. If you qualify for this program, it also comes with a health coach, and it's about a 16-week program where you can work on reaching those goals of losing weight if you qualify for that. And you said Wonder is another one of our weight health programs. It was formerly known as Naturally Slim, but it is not a diet program. They are more, it's more kind of about intuitive eating, where they teach you how to eat, not what to eat. So really thinking about like signs of hunger, signs of fullness. Did anybody mention our chronic condition management one? Somebody who hasn't got a prize yet? Does anybody know?
I don't know, but I've been emailing, I think, with you about, are you the one I've been emailing about cupping?
Yes, but I sent you to Haley because she's our specialist.
Okay.
Have you gotten an answer for that yet?
A little bit.
Okay. It's up here.
It's up here.
It's up here. Does anybody know the name of the program?
Melissa AW.
I can't even see that one.
I am not taking it.
Okay, well, it's Teladoc. So Teladoc Health is our chronic condition management program. If you're diagnosed with type 2 diabetes or hypertension, you can receive these devices for free, no cost to you, straight to your door. All of your readings are synced through Bluetooth, so they go to the app. They're easily available for you to share with your physician to keep you accountable. And again, those come with a health coach as well to help you manage those conditions. So again, all of these are available at no cost to you. And you can also receive rewards if you are actively engaging in these programs. And so you can get 10 points for engagement in these programs as well. Also, we do still have our quarterly physical activity contests. If y'all are familiar with Sonic Boom, we did for a year. And so we are still doing those. We're in the middle of one right now. We have a couple of weeks left on our third one. So we're actually in the Too Legit to Sit contest, where if you get 280,000 steps in the 45 days or so, it says 30, that's a typo. Within the time period, then you can earn the 15 points for those physical activity contests. Something different also with WebMD1 that I personally really appreciate is you can actually track your exercise minutes as well, and that's rewardable. With Sonic Boom, it was just steps. But you can track exercise minutes as well. So if you wear an Apple Watch and you set that workout whenever you go to the gym for strength training, or you're rowing or canoeing or bicycling, you can get your exercise minutes as a rewardable activity as well. Our last physical activity contest will be Falling for Fitness, and it'll start on September 9th and go through November 3rd. So still time to earn rewards for those as well. We also have a well-being program or challenge every August. Last year it was hydration. This year it's going to be a little bit of mental well-being. The physical activity contest, once you have synced your device, you do not have to register for it separately. You're automatically registered. But for our well-being programs or challenges in August, you do have to individually register, and it'll come across the banner at the top. These are the categories for the daily habits plans that we talked about earlier. You can pin your health goals. So if you are looking at that contest that you're participating in, there is a way to pin that so you can see how far or what you have qualified for so far within that contest, and we'll look at that when we do a deep dive. I mentioned settings. At the bottom of every page, there is a contact us tab. So if you do have any problems registering or something is not working on your page correctly, I highly recommend you reach out to WebMD1 customer service. Their contact information is there. They're available 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Most days, and they're very, very quick to respond. And I'm on the road a lot, so whereas I'd love to answer your questions, I drive majority of the time, and then I'm doing things like this. So I also don't have access to the back end, so I might be able to do some easy troubleshooting, like helping you, get a new password or something like that, but I can't see the back end. So please, if you have any issues, please contact WebMD1's customer service, and they are going to be able to help you. I did want to highlight some of our other mental well-being programs that we have, just because they're not really highlighted that much in WebMD1, and I wanted to give y'all a little bit of information about mental well-being. We do have the Employee Assistance Program through Alliance Work Partners. All of this information also is going to be on this colorful handout on the table. Alliance Work Partners has a lot of resources available, but specifically for mental health, they do offer up to 6 counseling sessions. They use BetterHelp, that's who they partner with for their counseling, up to 6 sessions per situation. The really interesting thing with the Employee Assistance Program is it's not just for those of you that are on the health plan, it's for anyone in your household. So if you have, a spouse or something that is not on the plan, they can also access the services through the Employee Assistance Program. We also have digital well-being through Blue Cross Blue Shield. They have a mental health hub on their wellness on their wellness dashboard on the website, but they also have one called Learn to Live. Learn to Live is a self-paced program where you identify an area that you might need to work on, or you can do an assessment and they can help you identify maybe where to start, understanding kind of what your process is and what you're struggling with, and behaviors and things that you can do to increase or improve in that area. So that one is available. Again, all of these no cost to you. We also have MD Live, which is our telemedicine program. I do have a flyer on this one as well. This is for medical appointments, so you can just call and visit with a doctor virtually. But also they do feature behavioral health, where you have counselors, licensed therapists, and psychiatrists available. There's no copay. For your medical or your behavioral health, there's no copay through MD Live. So once again, another great resource. You can find a therapist by looking through their catalog of registered, available, licensed counselors, and find one that supports the area of maybe interests that you want. Maybe you want a faith-based counselor, or one that specializes in substance abuse or something like that. You can find one that identifies with those in their catalog. So it's a really great resource, and again, that doesn't cost you anything to make those appointments. Now, I will just warn you, if you do make an appointment with MD Live for behavioral health and you don't go to the appointment, they will charge you $50 just because that's their time and they've blocked that hour off for you. But as long as you make your appointment and you don't cancel, you can cancel within 24 hours, but as long as you make that appointment, it's not going to cost you anything. So these resources are available for you. Also, right now, I know that y'all have had a hell of a week, and y'all had a devastating storm come through over the weekend. Teladoc actually is also offering free counseling services through their service, and I will pull that information up before I leave today to make sure that you have that, and that's available for anyone covered on the health plan. You don't have to be an active member of the Teladoc program, but they have resources, as well as the AWP has resources on disaster preparedness and disaster counseling as well. So just know that all of those resources are available for y'all, and we want you to utilize them because we want y'all to, you know, be in your best state. So I will pull that Teladoc information up before I leave, but real quick, I'm gonna dive into the live demo so we can kind of look at what that website looks like. Do y'all have anything in particular that we touched on that you want to look at? Just be thinking.
Can you speak to also Blue Cross Blue Shield? You can also earn points on there as well.
Okay, I will, and I'll do that whenever I dive into county resources. Remind me. Remind me to do blue points on county resources. I will dive into that one. But if there's something that I mentioned that you kind of want to see a little bit deeper, stop me. I'll go to that. But I'm going to kind of just go through a live demo and show you what your page is going to look like. Let me make sure. Here is that information for Teladoc if y'all want to take a picture of that real quick. It's teladoc.com/info/disaster-hotline. And then I'm going to go to WebMD1 real quick.
Is that what you just picked was for grief counseling and for disaster preparedness?
This one is for Teladoc. Now, the AWP has some different, that will be on the Healthy County Resources flyer, but Teladoc just sent us this information this week, so I wanted to share that.
I think, is it Kara Chin?
Carrie, she sent it all out this morning
She just sent
also.
that out. I was telling Shelly
Yeah.
about it, and I'm hoping that we'll get, when Shelly gets back to her computer, she can share all this information
Yes.
with the county.
Yes, please do. Let me, there it is. Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like when you go to the Healthy County. You're gonna wanna make sure you see this Healthy County logo. This will mean that you're on the right dashboard. And then the first thing that you're gonna do is create an account. Now, I'm gonna sign into the Burn It test user, but also you can change the language on the bottom of every page also from English to Spanish, so just know that that's available. Once you sign in, it's gonna automatically prompt you to select some areas of interest. It doesn't pop up on the test site, but automatically your interests are gonna pop up. And so you can select, I like to say 3. 3 is a good place to start. You could select more if you want or less, but I think 3 is a good place to get the information. So you can, sorry, I didn't save mine. You can select that, and then I need to make my page smaller. Hold on. Maybe. Okay. So that area of interest is going to pop up immediately, and you can change that at any time. I also mentioned the device section. Right now you can see that there's just a gray plus sign. That means that there's not a device currently synced. But when you click on this, it's going to take you to the device page where you can see all of the ones that you can connect. So as you can see, like Garmin says connect, but Apple Health just says details because Apple has to be done from the app. So once you click in to connect your device, all you're going to do is register onto your device's platform, and then it's going to have the two pages talk to each other. So you're going to want to make sure that you allow for those settings, your steps and your exercises to be linked to that. So that's how you would connect your device. It's going to give you all of the information. There is also a how-to guide on the table as well that's going to go through all of these steps individually. And I will just say, I'm doing a deep dive, guys. Don't feel like when you register that you have to do everything that I'm showing you today on day 1. I'm showing you everything. You do this at your own pace. Just, I want you to know what it looks like and how to look for it. So I am on my Health dashboard. This is just your profile. You can put a profile picture there. It'll be your initials. You can change the color. That's just a way to customize it for you. Right now, this banner is letting you know that there is a Healthy County contest going on right now. Sometimes this banner might tell you to complete your health assessment. It might suggest that there's a contest coming up in August. This banner will always be changing. There will also be this little slide banner here that is recommended for you. The very first thing that it wanted me to do, since I haven't done it yet, is prompting me to take that one health assessment. Remember, you have to take your health assessment in order to unlock your rewards.
Because you won't even be able to see them, right?
You won't, yeah. So
You won't
right
be able to
now,
see the rewards at all until you've done that assessment.
so now we're on the rewards section, and you can see that the Healthy County rewards are locked. So you can get to your health assessment by this section here. You can get to your health assessment by clicking unlock this program. You can get to your health assessment through the settings. There's lots of ways to get to your health assessment. Just make sure that you do take it when you have the time to do that, so that you can unlock your rewards. Once you unlock your rewards, this will turn into a number line that will have your 25, 50, and 75 mark, and it'll show you how close you are to each one of those rewardable areas. Before I go into the health assessment, I want to show you the Burnett County Incentive Program. This is where you can earn a raffle ticket for a chance to win a prize. So once you click into, sorry, let me back up. If you click into that by clicking continue, you can see more details, but it's going to tell you that this one expires on September 30th. Whereas this one expires on December 31st. So the Burnett County Incentive Program has a different timeline. This is more with like your benefit year. So it's going to show you once you click into that you have one reward available, and it's going to be an annual physical completion. So once you complete your annual physical, if it shows up on the claims file, if it's coded correctly as a preventative exam, it will come over and it'll automatically reward that. But you can also self-report it. So I want to show you how to self-report this, just so you can make sure that you have gotten your credit for that. So it'll also tell you that once you click into view details, it'll tell you what your time period is. So you have to complete your annual physical between October 1st, 24 and September 30th, 25. Now, this next plan year, it's going to reset for the new year. And it's also going to tell you that if you do get it, you could experience a delay in it coming over on the claims file. Just so you know, we load them once a month, and depending on when your provider sends it into the insurance and then the insurance sends it to us, there could be a lag. But that's also why we want to give you that opportunity to self-report. So if you click annual physical completion, under earning details, you can actually select if it's your annual physical, or for women, if it's your cervical cancer screening. Either one of those count. You can click into whichever one you have, and then you can report completion. So once you do that, you just select the day or input the day that you have it completed, and then confirm it, and then you'll get that. Well, I'll just go ahead and report one. Let's say I'm going to report it for. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna, and then you confirm and then save. So now we're gonna go back and see, there's a check mark. We're gonna go back and look at our reward section and see what that looks like. Now it's completed. So now you know that you have gotten that ticket. You're gonna come over on the report that we send in. You've got your chance to win that prize. Now for the Healthy County rewards, you have to do your one health assessment. We're just going to look at it real quickly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but we're going to look at it really quickly so you can see what areas it asks about. It's going to ask some demographic questions. It's going to ask about your health behaviors. So what is your nutrition and your physical activity and your safety? Like, do you wear your seatbelt? Emotional health. It's going to ask questions about depression, stress, anxiety, burnout. So I will say, make sure that you are in a good mental space when you complete this, because it's going to ask questions that are going to have you thinking, how do you feel right now? And you want to be able to be realistic. Like maybe you're having a bad day and you're just going to be like, always stressed, always tired, when in reality, you're having a bad day. So just know that be in a good mental space when you do this. And then of course, it's going to ask about your medical conditions and clinical information. It does take about 10 to 15 minutes. Questions are very intrusive in my opinion, but it wants to get that information so that it knows where you are and how to help support you in all of those areas. This is your daily habits area where you can do one of those daily habits plans that we looked at. You can do up to 3. I recommend doing 1 at a time, but if you love to challenge yourself and want to create lots of habits at once, which is not recommended, you can do as many as you want. But you can get started by just clicking into whichever one you want to work on, and just know that it is a daily habits plan. So with a daily habits plan, how often do you think you have to check in? Daily. Oh, I'm sorry, microphone. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you got a produce bag from WebMD. One of my last people also called that a Speedo bag because they were headed to the beach and they were going to hang their bathing suit up in it. You never know. You never know what you get out of the bag. So just so you know, it is a daily habits plan, but we do know that y'all are busy and you do not have to check in every day. But if you go more than 3 days, they're going to kick you out of the program and they're going to make you restart because this is an engagement platform. You have to be engaged in order to receive those rewards. And so we want you to make sure that you're actively engaged and working on those areas that you identify that you need improvement on. Again, real quickly, underneath that is going to be your health trackers. This is where your exercise and your steps are going to show up once your device is synced. However, if you're like me and you forget to charge your watch or put it on before you go to boot camp or whatever you're doing, you can actually click into exercise or steps and you can record how many minutes that you did that in the day. So you can always self-report. So now you see that my health tracker shows 1 hour of exercise for today. So again, you can always self-report if you forget to wear your device. Down here is where you can click to get that fitness tracker that we talked about. It's going to be under the Take Action section. And then further down the page, you're just going to have all of those recommended articles, videos, podcasts, things like that, that the platform is designing for you. Under County Resources, this is where you're going to look at your online rewards. So if you do have redeemable rewards, they're going to show up here. I'll just show you real quick where you can see that at. I'm not going to have any, but right here, it's going to show you how many dollars you have available, and then you can shop for whichever gift card that you want. They are digital gift cards, so just keep that in mind. Let me try to get back in here. Don't log me out. Oh, it does it every time. Okay, so that's where you're going to be able to redeem those rewards once you have them. You can earn up to $75 in a year. You don't have to cash them out. They will roll over, so you can continue to build them so you can get bigger gift cards if you want. Also, MD Live, there's a link to that website here where you can log in and get those televisits done. Also, Blue Cross Blue Shield, we wanted to talk about the Well on Target Blue Points. So here's a little information right here that tells you about how you can earn points with Well on Target. In order to do that, you have to log into your Blue Cross Blue Shield or Blue Access for Member account and go to the wellness platform. I'll show you real quick now we're getting to my PHI, so, but I don't have like a test site for this one. I'm going to log into my BAM real quick just so I can show you how to see your blue points. Oh goodness.
That fun thing.
Okay. Now we're really getting into my personal business. Don't share this code with anyone. Everybody sees it. Oh no. Okay, I wanted to show you this because somebody asked.
So this is the same place you go to get your POVs, like when you.
Yes. So just so you know, Blue points are completely separate from WebMD 1 points. These are two different ways to earn points, two different ways to earn gift cards. So once you are in your BAM account, your Blue Cross Blue Shield account, if you go to My Health, click on Wellness, it's going to open up all of the programs that you have available through Blue Cross Blue Shield. This is also where Learn to Live is going to be and all of those other ones. To get to your Blue points, did I miss it? Sorry.
Wellness on right there.
One more?
Yeah.
Oh, right here. It's going to be well on target. And then you can see how many Blue points you have. Now you can do a health assessment here. It's different. It's a completely different health assessment. It's 2,500 points if you do it. I need to do mine for the year. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it later. And then you can see how many rewards you have. So I also have my device synced with Blue Cross Blue Shield, so I get 55 points a day. You can get like 10 points a day for tracking your weight. You can earn points by doing other activities, kind of very similar to WebMD 1 by doing a coaching program or doing other activities, tracking your emotional health every day. Right now I have 27,800 points, and you can cash these out for physical gift cards. So if I wanted to redeem mine, I just looked the other day and I can get I'm close to $200 in points. So you can see that, yeah, you can use your points to get a gift card. So if I wanted an Amazon gift card, it'll tell me that I can use 17,000 points for $100. But I can wait until I get 35, and then I can get a $200 gift card. So you can just look at their rewardable points or rewardable gift cards as well. So that's, again, completely separate from WebMD 1. But this is where all of your programs within Healthy County are going to live. And then real quick on settings, for changing your notifications, if you go to messaging, you can turn off your notifications. I don't recommend turning off your daily habits plan, just because if you do get busy and you forget to check into that daily habits plan and you have your notifications turned off, you're going to completely forget, but they will remind you every day to check into that daily habits plan. So you can select which ones you want on or off. But right here, it does have the daily habits. I just would recommend leaving that one turned on, and you can save those. So do y'all have any questions on any of that information? Any other questions on Healthy County programs? Okay, I'm going to pull back up this disaster hotline once again for Teladoc if y'all needed that information or want to share it with anyone that wasn't in the room today. That is available. And again, I do have some resources here. This has a QR code where you can scan it to download the app. Again, the app for WebMD 1 is called Wellness at Your Side. This is a how-to guide that's going to explain exactly how to register your account, just in case you needed a little bit of visual help, or if I didn't do a good job of explaining it. But if you get a survey, just, let my boss know I was great. Just kidding, you shouldn't get a survey.
Can you send me that graphic?
Yes.
Okay.
It should be the same thing that Carrie sent today.
Send it today?
Yes. But this Healthy County Resources all of this information is also in the back of your blue book that you get at open enrollment. Just so you know, it's in the very back, but we're there. But this page is a 2-pager. Oh, look, and she has some that you can take one with you if you want. All of the flyers for our programs are in that book. But this is a 2-pager that kind of has a summary of everything that we offer. Very valuable resources. Again, most of these programs, with the exception of a Rosti, is available at no cost to you. And a Rosti is available at your doctor visit copay, and that's our pain management program. So we can talk more about that. What is that?
Do you have a drawing?
Oh, yes, I do have a drawing. I have a drawing for a camp cup. Had to be present to win. Oh, yeah. Well, she was here the whole time. She just left. And we did go over. So the last 3, 904. Anybody have 904? No?
Shouldn't someone have to, was it Corey?
No, I'm not hers.
Well, no, because there were extras. I just put them all in the bucket. 900.
Oh, right here.
Awesome. Do you want the little thing that goes around it? It's just a bag.
Oh.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for having me. I will miss y'all's health fair because I have another meeting on that day that is mandatory that I can't get out of. Have you stopped me yet? If not,